What's up, everybody? Retro Modern Elijah here, and I'm going to give you a little rundown of what I've read, watched, and played in the month of July, and a little bit of what I thought about each one. So let's start with what I read. I started a book called Tokyo Heist. I want to say I'm on about chapter 6. It's interesting. It's about this teenage girl. She's into manga. She draws, all this stuff. Her dad's a painter. He gets hired to paint a mural in Japan, but this wealthy Japanese couple has some paintings stolen, and she's trying to help solve what happened to him. It's interesting. It's not great. It's not bad. Someone recommended me a book to read, and I'll probably start that one before I finish this. It's cool, but not great. That's all I got to read this month. I've been playing a lot. But as for watched, now, two things I've watched before. Fate of the Furious. I don't know if I need to say it, but if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious series. I love everything about it. It came out at the beginning of July, and I want to say I watched it like 10 times now. It's really enjoyable film. Not as good as some of the others, but still really fun. It's one of those I'll put on in the background just to have it on because I know it almost by heart already. Another one I've seen before is Ghost in the Shell. I watched it in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. Picked it up. Watching it again, I am enjoying it quite as much. It's not the best you can get, but when it comes to live action anime adaptations, we haven't had much good at all. So this may be not a great representation, but considering what we have out there, this is a pretty good representation. I'm sure it could be much better, but I'm just so used to... Just going to throw an example out here. I have Blood the Last Vampire, the live action movie back here, and it's not good. I enjoy it, but I enjoy it because of how terrible it can be. The CG is... Ghost in the Shell CG is amazing. So well done. And the final fight, I don't want to really go into detail too much, but the final fight is probably one of the best live action adaptations of anime I've seen. Now, for the movies that I've watched that I haven't seen before, we have the Steins Gate movie, Deja Vu. I can't remember the full title off the top of my head. It's Deja Vu something or other. It was an hour and a half long. It was really interesting. It was dealing with the fallout of what happened in the series, but this one was mainly from the perspective of Kurisu. So it was interesting seeing her deal with Okabe's repercussions and what is going through his head. It was really cool. Just add on to the series. It was wonderful. I highly recommend it if you're a Steins Gate fan. Now, the final film I watched, thoroughly enjoy. Resident Evil Vendetta, the newest CG animated Resident Evil movie. Again, if you don't know, if you're new to me, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I have a shelf that's nothing but Resident Evil games. Swear to God, next Resident Evil game I get, I need to start another shelf because it's completely full. I love Resident Evil. I love the CG movies. I enjoy the live action movies. They're not good. I'm not going to put that out there. They're not good, but I enjoy them. But the CG animated movies are actually pretty good, and this one fits the bill. It definitely takes place after 6. You can tell by the jacket Leon is wearing. It's the same one he wore in 6. Really fun, really enjoyable. It was weird that they didn't get Chris's voice actor back. They did get Leon's, though, thankfully. But yeah, it really interesting take. Classic bad guys doing things. I don't really want to get in the nitty gritty of it. Rebecca's cool. I like her as a character in this one. Really well done. Now, let's get to the games I've been playing, because I have a few here. Let's start off with Dying Reborn. It is a horror-based puzzle game that I've had my eye on for a while now on PSN. It was on sale, and I got the bundle that came with the game for PS4, the game for Vita, and the VR game. Let me just start right now by saying I have every trophy for all 3 versions. It's not hard. It was an interesting game. Cool premise. Some of the puzzles were like, how the hell are you supposed to figure that out? I actually had to look up for help on a few of them because nothing was sticking out to me as how to get it. Looking at you, puzzle 4, or not puzzle 4, but chapter 4, the puzzle of the on the numbers on the wall. I could not for the life of me figure it out. But it was fine. The story was not great. The voice acting was so bad. But easy trophies. So, like I said, naturally I played on PS4, Vita, and the VR version it only has 3 of the chapters, and it's more set up like, oh, this is footage we captured from the crime scene. You can rewatch the footage of these chapters. It was really weird setup. Another one is Metro 2033 Redux. I actually started this a couple years ago, and the game auto-saved while I was in a spot I couldn't get out. So I had to restart the game. So at that point years ago, I just put it down, never picked it back up. Picked it back up again last month, and really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it to the fact that after 3 playthroughs, I had the Platinum Trophy. Yeah, fun, interesting game, really interesting. I need to play the second one now. Got my eye just. Need to play the second one now. That is definitely on my to-do list. Next up, Salt and Sanctuary. I've been playing on Vita. I just found out it's cross-buy, so I have it on PS4 too, and didn't even know about that. It is a 2D Dark Souls-like, and when I say Dark Souls-like, I mean it is as Dark Souls as Neo is Dark Souls. Yes, it is. In 95% of ways, it is an exact replica of Dark Souls. It's really cool, but like I said, it's 2D. It has that really interesting art style. I dig it. I'm really enjoying that game. I'm going to save these next 2 on the list. I'm going to save them for last. Injustice 2. I went balls deep on that game. I have 78% of the trophies now. Yeah, there. If you didn't know, I'm a big trophy whore. I will do whatever I can to get trophies games, especially if they're either easy or I really like the game. Metro 2033, I really enjoyed it, so I'm like, alright, I'll get these. Injustice 2, most of them are easy. Some will take a little time. There's one trophy that's going to be a real pain in the ass, and it's all RNG based. But my girl Harley Quinn, I'm getting good with her. I'm not going to say I can hold my own against like almost anybody though, but I'm getting decent with her. Mainly her and Supergirl. Then I've gone back and started playing a game I've notoriously shit on. I've been playing Destiny. I picked up Destiny the Collection after I had some nice deals with trade-in credit at GameStop, if you know what I'm saying. And I got Destiny the Collection. It was on sale for $40, so I picked that up. I'm really enjoying the Taken King content. They added more story to it. It's so much more fun. So much. I know why I'm doing things now. In the first, like in the vanilla game, I was going through and it's like, but why did I go here? Why are we chasing after them? Why are they doing what they're doing? The Taken King gives a lot more exposition. It gives a lot more details. It gives a lot more story. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. These last 2 I want to mention, VR games. Unearthing Mars. It started out pretty cool, land on Mars, it was a crash landing, you discover something, start seeing things. This is where the game goes weird. You get knocked out and have a vision. Most of this game is this vision. And it is Mars that used to be with all this plant life and growth and these creatures, and then you're trying to send out knowledge in crystals because there's an alien invasion. It got really weird, really strange. It wasn't written the best, and that kind of hurt it. I don't mind weird and strange, but like I said, it wasn't written the best, and that kind of killed that aspect for me. It was fine. Easy trophies. But, I mean, it had potential. Now, for the last game I played this month. Literally one of the coolest games I've ever played, and it is easily one of my top games this year. It's been out for a while on PC, just came out on PS4. Superhot VR. If you don't know what this game is, I will try and give you the elevator pitch. Think of fight scenes in like John Wick and The Matrix, and now I'm just naming Keanu Reeves movies. But you're kind of orchestrating them. It'll have the fight scene play out, but time stands still unless you move. So if you're just standing there, if you're just looking around, nobody's really going to be moving. But as soon as you start moving to do anything, the enemies will move at that same speed. So you can dodge bullets. You need to pick up guns, throw stuff at people, grab stuff out of midair. It is an incredibly active game. There were times where I was all over the place. I was on the floor. The first night I went into work after the first night I played it, and I hurt all over the place because I was stretching. I did not limber up like a gazelle beforehand. It was bad. But man, that game is so fun. I play it all the time. I'm currently trying to go through the side modes, trying to beat them. Hardcore mode is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass when it gets to the 3 shotgun guys you're shooting from up above and have 1 bullet in each gun. That's going to be no. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one, to be honest. But no, that game is incredible. I cannot recommend it enough. If you have a PlayStation VR, I know it's on Oculus and I think Vive. I'm a huge supporter of PlayStation VR, but at the same time, I just want all VR to succeed. Whatever you own, if you have one of these, you need Superhot VR in your life, and I won't say that very often about anything. It's just such an incredible game. I cannot recommend it enough. That is what I've been reading, watching, and playing in the month of July. Thanks for joining me. I'm Retro Monitor Elijah, aka Loco Lizard Man on everything. And as always, have a wonderful evening.